Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of MJ Live Special. Tonight we are having part two of What is Love. We started this series last week and we had a phenomenal guest with Juan and Christian. Tonight we have a special guest. It's going to be Tim and Melissa, some personal friends from back home, well, back in Waycross when I was down there in Waycross. Please tune in next week, same time, same day. We're going to have our final final part of the series, part 3. It is going to be phenomenal. Now, listen, if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscription button so you can be up to date with everything that we have going on, because it is a lot that we have going on. I hope your Valentine's Day last week was amazing. If you were single like myself, I hope you still turn up, because you have to love yourself before anyone else can love you. So what I need you guys to do is just sit back, relax, get you some water, get you some wine, whatever you have, because we're going to have a conversation with Tim and Melissa tonight, and it's going to be awesome. Watch this space. So please help me welcome in Tim and Melissa. Woo! Hey y'all.
Hey.
How are y'all doing?
I'm gravy.
We are good.
Awesome. So what has been going on? I haven't seen y'all in person in what? 3 and a half years?
4, 5.
4, 5. So okay. Be a little petty now, Melissa.
You disappeared. You went AWOL.
It was been a long time though. So how have y'all been doing?
We're good.
Well, awesome. I wish I had my screen to set up behind here so it doesn't look like I'm not looking at the camera, but it's okay. It's okay. So tell the people a little bit about yourselves, and then we're gonna dive into the conversation.
What you want us to say?
Whatever. Just introduce Tim and Melissa to the people.
I'm Melissa. This is my husband, Tim. Tomorrow's our anniversary. We've been married 18 years.
Y'all gonna be adults.
Yeah.
So do you guys have any big plans for your anniversary?
Not really. We celebrated early. We celebrated in January.
Okay, well, turn up. Now, if you guys ever have to renew your vows, I'm still available.
All right.
To sing.
Keep that in mind.
To sing. You gonna dance?
Just for y'all. Now, I ain't danced in a long time, but I can, just for y'all. So
we can get Brittany to bring the music.
To bring the music. So let's dive in it. So how you guys been married tomorrow for 18 years? Tell us about the moment that you guys met. What ran through your head besides, oh, he's a big guy. So what ran through your head?
Yeah, but the funny part about it, I wasn't this big back then.
He really wasn't.
But you are, you like what, 6'8"?
No, 6'2".
Same difference to me because I'm still below 6 feet.
Your hair can go up.
It keep going. So tell us about when you guys met. How was that?
Oh, that was a long time ago. We actually met. We knew each other in high school, and then it was what, 2004, 2002. I was living with a friend of mine, which happened to be married to a friend of his, and they came to babysit one night, and he just never left.
All right. Is that the same story you have, Tim? You just came and never left?
Yeah.
So, he was like, yeah, pretty much how that happened. So with you guys being an interracial couple, did you guys get any pushback when you guys first started, or do you guys experience any even today?
Yeah.
We did.
So how was that, and how did you guys overcome that?
Well, my mama came around quicker than my daddy did, and we were married for probably 3 years before he was ever allowed to go to my daddy's house. And then it just one day they just told him to get out of the car and come sit on the porch with them, and after that he was just family.
So it's just inched away from the car to the porch to the house.
Yeah.
Into the family. So how did you deal with that, Tim? Because I know, people may be out there dealing with the same thing. So how did you deal with that?
Well, most of the time I really didn't want to go because I knew how her mother was, stepmom, because I knew how she was, and I really didn't want to go around.
So did that put any strain on your guys' relationship, or did you guys was able to separate the two?
I didn't really have an issue with it on my side because I just told them if they couldn't accept him, then I wouldn't come. But he told me he wasn't going to keep me from going to see them if I wanted to go.
So that's another write down, because you guys know during this series, I'm going to have you write down quite a few things. So that's another write down there. Do not keep your spouse from their family, even if they don't like you. Don't keep them away, because it's going to start a whole nother side of issues that we really don't want to do. So that's a good thing that you said, nah, babe, you go ahead over there. And it was big of you to sit in the car, because I don't think I could have done that. Because my mouth is kind of slick.
Yeah.
As we all know.
It's all about being humble too.
Mm.
You got to humble yourself so you can do it.
Right. And then it all turned out so you guys was able to eventually become that family unit that you were striving for in the beginning.
It took a while.
So humble yourself, and also perseverance.
Yep.
You have to persevere. So when you guys talk about that's going to be one of the questions. So we're going to skip over that. One of the questions with our game. So we're going to skip over that there. So that was your family. Did you guys receive any pushback from the community? Because you are in South Georgia. So it is sometimes, I'm pretty sure back then it was more taboo than it is now. But even now, when I go back home, you still have people looking. And I'm like, y'all.
They still do.
So how do you guys deal with that?
I don't pay them no attention.
A lot of people won't actually say nothing about us. They actually talk about the kids.
Mm.
I feel sorry for the mixed kids. The kids are fine. It's just your ignorance, and you want to put it out there like that. People accept these kids, and man, it's not a problem, but it's a problem to certain people. I don't understand racism. I don't care for it. I don't like it. It's ignorant.
So we know, like in the Black family, that they have what some Black family call the talk with their sons, and before they go out into the world, because of the stigma that's already on that. So did you guys have to have a talk with your kids and say, like, listen, this is what you're going to expect, because these people out here stupid, they crazy? And if so, what did you tell them?
I don't ever remember talking to him.
I don't really remember. Well, with Alex being mixed, he didn't really care. He dates everything anyway. But I just told him, be careful of who you go out with because not everybody believes that you can be together. And with Brittany, we didn't really have that talk with her either. We just told her, you love who you love and you can't control that. But just be careful because not everybody's parents is going to be as understanding.
I think my biggest talk with Brittany was Brittany had a real bad problem with the N-word. Not saying it in a racist way, but she was saying it like a homie and everything like that. And like I told her, I said, not everybody that's black that you think on your side is down with that. Because one day you're going to say it, and that person you thought was down with you might hit you in the mouth. Because I've seen it happen before. And like I told her, I hate that word, but to each his own, I guess.
Right. Because that's you're right. Because even in high school or even in adult life, we have friends that are not black who use that word freely. And I remember we was out one day, just somewhere down in Midtown, and a guy who you only saw him with blacks, but he used that word and it was around the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
And quickly, in a matter of seconds, they pounced on him. And just thank God the cops was there because it would have been polo the white man. Just saying.
Polo tink tink.
Polo tink tink. Look, so I totally understand that. So when it came to the church, when it came to the Christian faith, did you guys receive any pushback there?
I don't remember having any.
The only thing I remember is the church that we in now. When we first started going there, and we was having marriage counseling, and he had to apologize to it because he told us at first that he didn't agree with it, but he's cool with it now.
He loves him. They'll pick him over me any day.
Are you telling me 2022 we still have pastors that did not agree with this?
Yes.
Well, now this was back. He said when he first found out that we got married, which was a couple of years back. But when we started going to church there, he had to apologize because I was raised with him. So this was a little further back than now.
In the 21st century.
Pretty much.
But yeah, it's still around. I tell people that all the time, especially with working in the furniture business, delivering furniture. Oh, dude, you see it a lot.
They don't even want him coming in the house to deliver their furniture.
So what they want him to do? Just sit it outside on the porch? I mean, seriously. And this is why I wanted to have a conversation with the interracial couple, because the issue with America, period, that, this is supposed to be the United States or whatever, but people, they will run towards their own comfort zone, and they don't know that it's still a world outside of where you live, that people are struggling just because they love differently than you do. And like you said, it's even if it was 10 years ago, in the 2000s, you still had pastors and preachers that did not agree with it. And I know a guy right now. I know one of my white friends. He's a pastor, and he don't believe in interracial couples. And I said, "Dude, you dumb," but to each his own.
Yeah.
So it's just good to allow that, to show people like, hey, it is still out there to bring awareness. So we will know that this fight, we may have came this far, but we still have, more to go. More to go. So we're going to start our game, and I'm excited about the game. So, guys, just like last week, we're going to start playing the game. Oh, hell no. And we're going to see how their answer is going to coincide. It's going to be questions from the past. It's going to be questions about the present. And a question about the future. And just let's see what happens. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
So, remember, no cheating. Y'all cannot look at each other's cards. All right. Question number 1. And you guys have 10 seconds for each question. Where was your first date? Where did you go for your first date?
I don't even remember our first date.
Oh, man. Got me.
5 seconds. All right, show us.
I don't remember going.
At the house.
See, I got it right. Nowhere.
Okay. Okay. So, what was the first meal that you guys ate together?
God, Michael.
20 years ago, what was we eating?
Gotta reach way back.
I have no clue either.
3 seconds. And show.
Don't remember.
Don't remember, Tim. I have.
Other way, baby.
Other way. I have no clue. 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Now, next question. Who is the cook out of the 2? Who is the cook? All right, let's see. Okay, so both said Tim. Good. Who is the funniest out of the 2? All right. What did you say? Okay. 4 out. Are y'all? You sure you guys are not looking at each other's cards?
I promise.
Oh, okay. Now, beside your current city, if you guys had to move anywhere in the United States, where would it be? Oh, Orlando, Florida. Okay. Why Orlando?
That's where we take our vacation at. We got a condo down there.
Wow.
I love it down there, dude. Yes.
Do y'all rent out y'all condo in Orlando?
Sure.
We could.
Oh, we need to talk on offside. Okay.
But, it's funny to me, dude. We can't even buy a house here, but we can go to Florida and get a condo.
And get a whole condo.
Yep. I love it down there, dude.
Yeah.
Plus, my mama and them's in Zephyr Hills, so we're right there close to them. We go on family vacation and go see my mama all at the same time.
In Zephyr Hills, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because that's just north of Tampa. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, this is where the Zephyr Hills water come from.
Yeah.
And I don't like it at all. It's dirty. That Zephyr Hill water tastes so dirty. Oh, Lord.
So what water do you like?
My water, I like either the smart water or a water called Core.
Who?
Core and the big.
Oh, I like Core too.
Yep, with the blue top. That's my water right here. Okay, so what is Tim's favorite movie? What is Tim's favorite movie? 5 seconds. That looks about right.
I got that one wrong. I thought about it.
Ooh, ah.
That's the one we watched the most too. So.
But Scarface is so long, Tim.
I love that movie, dude.
That's a long movie.
Yeah, I love it though.
So, what would be Melissa's favorite movie?
I have one.
Mm-hmm. You got me on that.
Okay.
That movie sucked.
What did he say?
He said that movie sucked. That's when I was younger. I still like it.
He still like it to today.
Mm-hmm.
So the next question: if you guys are just riding down the road on a normal day, what is your go-to? What is Melissa's go-to artist or song?
I don't really have one. I have a favorite station, but I don't have a favorite song.
Or the station. Don't let him see your station though. Let's see if he can guess the station.
I know the station, but I can't think of it right now.
I like that. I like that. So what would be Tim's go-to? Okay.
I ain't never heard of that now.
She said YouTube, whatever's on YouTube.
That's where he usually plays his music from, is YouTube.
You ever listen to ASAP Freak?
I've heard of it. I never listened to the music.
See, I ain't never heard of it.
So I would have to go pull that down and see what kind of music, what they like.
Well, ASAP means I always say a prayer.
Ooh. So not as soon as possible.
Nope.
Always say a prayer ASAP. I like that. I like that. All right. Last question. The last question. If you had to choose and you guys had to have more children, would you like a boy or a girl? If you had to choose, even if you don't want to get one.
That's actually wrong.
Okay, I'm a little biased. I think boys are better because we run the world. You know, you ladies just help us, but it's okay.
We have 2 boys. It would give us 2 girls.
Makes sense.
I already got 3.
So you're trying to even it out.
I guess that would make sense too.
So,
Girls are easier to play. I mean, to dress up. You can't dress up a boy.
I mean, you can have him some bling bling here, some bling bling on his rings, and then bling bling on his. Listen, just what's that app called? Pinterest will show you how to bling them out. I'm like, y'all, really? Like all the clothes and jewelry way more than a baby. Like at some point, you got to stop the madness.
Yeah.
You have to stop the madness. So, for couples that's starting off and they're interracial couples and they are having a hard time with their family, what words of encouragement will you guys give to them?
Pray more. And you got to humble yourself. You can't let the ways of the world get you down, because if you allow people to dictate how you live your life and how you love someone, you'll always be
miserable.
Yes.
If you plan on being with that person for the rest of your life, like the Bible says, you leave your family. So it kind of puts you in the position of, this is the person that I need to cling to. If you can't accept that he's going to be in my life or she's going to be in my life, then you have to choose, not me.
That's good.
It goes back to it too now, because it don't say nowhere in the Bible you got to love people of your own color. It says love thy neighbor as you expect to love yourself. So a lot of people are ignorant. People are gonna tell you anything they can. If you allow that to happen, then maybe you didn't love them in the first place.
We tried to tell, because Brittany was the one that lived with us the longest. So with her, we basically told her, it doesn't matter whether they're black, white, Mexican, as long as they're good to you, then, we'll be accepting. Same way with after she had the kids, as long as they are good to you and they treat them youngins right. I don't care what they look like.
But another thing with Brittany is her daddy's like that.
Oh yeah, he's racist.
So she got to deal with it from people in the world and her daddy.
She's got 3 kids, the oldest one being 9 years old, and he's probably seen her maybe 3 times. That's why she'll tell anybody in a heartbeat, this is her daddy.
So it is possible to overcome that. And like you guys said, it's just a decision that you have to make. And like Tim said, you just got to humble yourself. Because, some people, they just like to just fight. Oh, that's wrong, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes you just got to kill them with kindness. Kill them with love, because love covers a multitude of sin. So if they really love you as their daughter or as their son, they're eventually going to come around and love the person that you choose to love.
Yep. And you got to be strong-minded too, because if you're weak-minded, it'll never work.
You'll let them control you. I was always being rebellious, so it didn't matter to me. I done it just because you didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm a rebel, so I understand.
But I also had to learn that too, because when me and her first got together, if we went to Walmart, I would walk on the opposite side of the aisle because I didn't like the way people looked at me. But now I don't care.
Even in Walmart. Even in Walmart. So anything else you guys want to encourage the people with before we head out?
Just be true to yourself and your feelings. You have to be considerate to other people, but you don't have to bow down to them. Don't let their feelings and emotions become part of you. If they don't like it, they can walk away.
Christian, you heard that? Wow. That's good. Y'all write that down. She said you have to be true to your feelings and your emotion. You can be considerate to other people's fault, but you don't bow down to them. Oh my, that's good. Write that down now before I start preaching. That's good. Now that was good there. Because it's a balance, and I don't think people understand that. It's a balance that, hey, yeah, I respect your decision to think the way you think, but this is my life. This is my life. And, you know, I even do that with my own family. I'm like, hey, that's your opinion. That is your decision. I will respect that. In the same token, but you have to respect me as well. And like you said, you cannot bow down to other people's thoughts and their way of doing things, because at the end of the day, it's about you two. Because they're not going to be there at night.
Only God can judge you. You have to answer for what you do, whether anybody else agrees with it or likes it. When you go up there and stand before him, ain't nobody going to be standing there with you but you.
Mm.
And the thing I would say is, if you love him or her, fight for it. Because so many marriages, people get in marriage and this one is doing this and that one is doing that. And the first thing to come out their mouth is divorce. You know, God don't condone divorces. So why should we?
It took us 16 years to get to that point.
But you made it.
Yeah, I was hard-headed, dude. I didn't want to listen to nobody. Not even Pastor Rain.
But you made it.
Yep.
That's all that matters.
But God had other plans.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. It was great speaking with y'all. Thank you for being open and transparent about the struggles that you guys went through. And just maybe it will help someone else that's in that same predicament. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, Tim and Melissa.
You are welcome. It was fun.
And I want to say something to you, Michael. Thank you for believing in us when we used to go to church with you. Because you used to get us out of our comfort zone all the time.
Yeah, I wanted to strangle you so many times. Oh, so many times.
And to me, that's what kills a lot of people's Christian walk, is they get comfortable in that comfort zone.
You broke Brittany's shell that day with that little thought.
That's right. When I said that thought, she never been the same.
I always like kiss.
Yeah, keep it simple, stupid.
Yes, that kiss. You know, because I used to come all the time. I'm like, I'm gonna break her. She's gonna smile. One day.
She was always playing on her phone till she heard your words.
And then everything changed.
I wish you could come to church and see how she is now. Ooh, Lord Jesus.
Well, I'm so glad that she plugged in and excited. That's good. Really good to hear.
Once the head of the family got straightened out, the rest of us followed.
Okay, but listen, now don't come forward on live now.
I think her and Aaron will be a good candidate for this too.
Yes, I reached out to she reached out to me actually. So I'm waiting to hear back from her, because that will be a great addition to even get a viewpoint of them in the current age now. So that'd be great.
Yep. New ones.
That'd be great. Well, thank y'all so much, and I will talk to y'all soon.
So very
yes,
well.
sir. You're welcome.
All right. So thank you guys so much for joining in this week episode of MJ Live, What is Love? Next week is going to be a interesting week, because again, I wanted to talk to people that's in all types of relationships. So I searched high and I searched low, and I found someone that was in a throuple. I don't understand how you can do that because it's a lot of emotion and a lot of stuff dealing with one person. But now you guys have to deal with two. But we're going to sit down and we're going to discuss how they do that, how that goes on. And, you know, maybe someone else is out there and y'all like, who? That's something I want to try. Join us next week so we can talk to them, see what works. And for y'all who want to try, more power to you. I love you guys. Be safe. And I'll see you next week.